My name is Siegfried. Why flexible? That's very easy. Let me take this one here. Repositioning your company, please. Why? Because McKinsey in 2006 made a research study. This research study showed that database trying to figure out how many of these companies were actually very successful. What does very successful mean in their book? In their book, they had 20,000 companies. These 20,000 companies had their original name. That means the name that were actually born into a long time ago. Remember, the death rate of a corporation is 4 years, so this is not just a given. And then they also look for companies that had a revenue bigger than $5 billion US. And why that? Because if you're grown, all companies start small and end up being big ones. And if you have $5 billion in revenue, then you're definitely one of the successful companies. They defined it that way. That took the 20,000 companies down in the database down to 1,077. Then they did a different thing. They also did it in that way here. In a 5 years time frame, how many of these 1,077 companies actually increased their revenue or increased their profit? That was 136. That took it down from 20,000 to 1,077 down to 136. Interesting. How many of them only increased their revenues? That was actually 90 of them. Only increased their profit was 37. Means that the companies that really was what I call the very successful one, that in a 5 year time frame was able to both increase their revenue and their profit, was 9 companies, means less than 1% of the original 1,000. For that reason, are you able to be flexible to get down to this?